Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Rightstar Snacktime Snippet. My name is Alex Killian. I'm the video producer here on Extivia's marketing team. And today we're joined again by Presales system consultant Alan Reynolds. This is the second part in our three-part series on service request management with JSM Cloud. And today we'll be diving deeper into the capabilities of Service Desk. So with that, I'll go ahead and turn it over to Alan.
The notebook request we have today probably will be in my service desk, as we saw, so I could drill down into that and then be brought to that same place I was when I told my knowledge search that I hadn't found something helpful. And this is the place where the different requests in each service desk are categorized. If you happen to have only one or two requests in a service desk, you can just show those directly, but I've organize these into categories. So I can drill down into my common requests here, for example, and see my new notebook request, which I'll drill into. And then this would be all of the fields that you would need to collect the information from your users for whatever request types you decide you want to do. So in this case, it's a laptop, and we'll say I need a new laptop. We'll notice that when I begin to type there, I also get knowledge base article suggestions inside of the request. Now this can be turned on or off per request, and you can even target this for specific labels on those knowledge base articles so that you only show the right ones inside of a request. I will choose a supported model here, and you'll notice this is a lookup from my CMDB from the asset section that we can talk about in a little bit. But let's say I'll choose this ThinkPad that I want. I also have the ability to choose some accessories I'd like to go with that. We'll grab a mouse and a keyboard, really just to show you that you can choose, you can set up these drop downs to choose more than one item if you'd like. And I'll even choose, maybe we want a box shortcut installed there. But once you've finished filling out whatever fields it is that your customer needs to fill out there that you've created for them on this whatever request type they're filling out, they'll click this send button at the bottom to create that new request. And then they're brought to a view of that new request where they can see their new ticket number, 2602 here, and all of that data that they provided. And you'll notice on this one in particular, I've got a notice back to Patsy, my user here, that they've received their request and what the typical turnaround is for that. And that was done with some automation, you can notice. You also have the ability here for some options in the portal for customers. I can turn notifications on or off for this request if you enable that. And in this particular case, I've given Patsy a transition option here that she could cancel this request if she'd like. You don't have to expose those, but if you'd like to give folks a way to cancel or resolve their requests once you've completed them, or rather complete them once you've resolved them, or maybe to escalate them or something like that, you can do that right here. From the portal, and Patsy could do those without a license. And you'll notice this one in particular was set up to need an approval because in my system laptops need that, and I'm going to be the approver for that. So we've seen how Patsy can search knowledge here in the portal and how she can find request types to submit. The other thing that Patsy can do here in the portal is find and update her existing requests. And she does that from this request button at the top, where she can get to a list of requests that have been previously submitted, that she submitted, or that were shared with her by other folks here in the portal. And I can search for those by status or who created them or a particular keyword. But I can drill right back down into that request and view all of the details about that request, just like when I originally submitted it, and be able to read any updated comments or any updated information on the ticket right here from the portal. Of course, Patsy would also be sent email notifications about changes as well, but this is where she could come in and find any request that she's created or been shared with her. So that's what the customers can do here in the self-service interface. It's time now to toggle over to the agent side of things and see what this request looks like from an agent perspective.
Thanks so much for that, Alan. Really appreciate all that information. As I mentioned before, this is the second part in our three-part series on service request management with JSM Cloud. Next week, we'll be diving in and taking a look at what it looks like from the agent's perspective. So please come back for that. And again, if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Alan's info is here on screen, and you can also leave a comment here on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us, and please come back for the next Rightstar Snacktime Snippet.